No matter what kind of video you're editing, you have to think about the flow of the video. Now, the flow of the video is kind of hard to explain, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. But the flow of a video is basically the rhythm of the cuts you make. I'm going to teach this idea as a video like I'm doing here, where I'm teaching, you have one camera, and you're basically making a speech. So, obviously, you're going to have some things that are going to keep you on topic. The most obvious would be a script. It helps you to just kind of stay on topic and know where you're going, where you have been, the examples you want to use, But you're still going to make mistakes. Obviously, that's what you're trying to do, is minimize mistakes. But you're going to make mistakes. Simple fact of life. When you do make a mistake, you have to fix it in software as you're editing the video. When you're speaking live, you're going to have the flow of a speech. There are times you're going to pause and you're going to speak very slowly and you're going to not be absolutely mellow like this, but you're going to be kind of with this idea here. And then there are going to be times when you're absolutely super excited and you're going to keep talking, and you're not going to pause for anybody or nobody, and it's just going to keep going, and you're going to hope that you don't run out of film. All right, there's a massive difference between the two, and when you're editing, you have to, or your editor has to be able to work with this and keep the flow going. Even if you made a mistake while you were speaking super quickly, he has to make it sound. He may not be able to look like it, but that's where editing techniques come in. Those are absolutely fantastic. But he has to make it sound like there was nothing that transpired before the mistake and after the mistake, as if it never happened. When you are editing a video of any kind, all right, this can go for movies, cinematic, short films, or videos right here, talking to a camera, static angle, no big deal. You have to think about the emotion that is coming across. It's easier to do this when people are speaking because the speed of their words are going to help you. However, sometimes it's just not good enough. You're trying. Don't be afraid to go in there and just absolutely zoom in on the timeline and cut out a single millisecond and put it back together. Sometimes that actually works. I like the saying milliseconds count because to me they do. There are times when it just doesn't feel right, and I have to go in there, cut it out, and I'll go, you know what? It's not perfect, but it's better. And the truth is, you don't want people to notice anything about it. You want them to think that it was all just one take, even though, of course, they're going to know consciously that it wasn't if they think about it for more than 2 seconds. But that's what you want it to make it sound like. You're emulating, at least in a video like this, live speech, and you have to cut and act as if you were. I'm sorry that there isn't a general rule for this, but it's entirely about the feel of the video, which is why I tried to bring in the speech idea. I mean, if you go all the way over to the cinematic side of things, then obviously you're going to have like super emotional scenes, and then you're going to go into a bit of a more action scene where maybe you're going from like the dude's just waking up, so of course he's going to be slow, to all of a sudden, oh no, I'm late and I have to just go. They're totally different feels, and you have to cut accordingly and transition accordingly. It's the same thing for any video. You have to feel how to do this, and don't ever be afraid to take some extra time and just go in there and play with it. This is one of the best learning tools, is to just simply go in and play with it and make the mistake and then try to correct it. Something that I find super helpful is if I make a mistake and as I'm talking right in the middle of a thought, I try to cut outside of the thoughts. Sometimes you make a mistake and you have to cut directly in the middle. One thing that you can do is say it out loud. So say the sentence before and say the sentence that you messed up. And how would you say that normally? It's all about emulating your own speech pattern. I'm sorry that there is no hard and fast rule on how to do this, but the one thing I want to be super clear is you need to feel how this goes. You need to go with the emotion that is trying to come across in the video. The idea behind this isn't hard to grasp. Just go with the emotion. Go with how it feels. But in practice, this can actually be kind of difficult just because it is. you have to feel it, and two cuts are never ever going to be the same. Even if you do the same type of cut, say you do a J cut, the length of the video over the audio is going to change each time, depending on what it looks like and so many factors. You just have to get used to it, and you just have to understand how to do this and practice, and just practice makes perfect. There's no other way to say it. I hate saying stuff like that, but practice makes perfect. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more stuff about social media and the tech behind it and specific to platforms, subscribe, please like this video, and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.